Hi, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say how honored I am to be here, let alone be speaking in front of all of you. Thank you all for your dedication and support of this incredible organization. My name is Avery Manousous. I live in a small town in Massachusetts, about a half hour from Boston. So I first heard the name Nothing But Nuts 2 years ago at a social action conference I went to with my Hebrew school class here in DC. At this conference, I heard a quote that has been ingrained in my mind ever since. Jewish scholar Rabbi Hillel once said, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am not for others, what am I? And if not now, when?" This quote was introduced to me at the Religious Action Center's Lit Ken seminar. For an entire weekend, my classmates and I completed workshops, heard speakers, and attended activities that taught us about a range of social justice issues. We were told to choose an elective on a specific issue, and I chose to learn about malaria. During this elective, I first learned about Nothing But Nuts and received little note cards to pass out for donations to provide bed nuts. I was inspired to bring Nothing But Nuts back to my community and research everything I could about Nothing But Nuts and malaria. I prepared a display of all I had learned and set it up at my temple, passing out cards and helping to educate people on the crisis of malaria and encouraging them to support Nothing But Nuts and the eradication of this disease. My hope was that learning about this cause affected someone else just as it had affected me. From there, due to many different connections made by my teacher at Hebrew school, I was, in some way or another, connected with Sarah Schuster, the incredibly dedicated senior campaign associate of Nothing But Nuts. With her guidance, I began my work as a Nothing But Nuts champion. During the summer going into my junior year, I called, emailed, and scheduled meetings with my senators, Elizabeth Warren and Jim McGovern, and my representative, Catherine Clark. I visited their Boston offices a few times throughout the summer and introduced their staff to the work of Nothing But Nuts. I was encouraged that members supported programs like the President's Malaria Initiative and the Global Fund, and that they saw the value of sending bed nuts to women and children in sub-Saharan Africa. I learned that I'm not the only person who dreams of seeing malaria eradicated once and for all. As a 15-year-old girl, completing tasks that seemed so daunting made me feel like I was bringing about a true change and making a difference, simply by standing up and being the voice for those stricken with malaria that weren't able to speak up for themselves. As a Nothing But Nuts champion, I have done more learning about and advocating for the elimination of malaria than I ever could have imagined. After attending this summit last year, I felt educated in all aspects surrounding advocacy and raising awareness, from influencing those on the Hill to inspiring my own community at home. I brought this knowledge with me. I worked with Cotopaxi, a clothing company promoting the ability to do good, by setting up a booth at their festival to gain awareness for the necessity of bed nets. At Harvard University's Health and Human Rights Expo, I presented Nothing But Nuts' incredible new virtual reality film. And I continue to meet with members of Congress to ensure their support of our cause. For me, being a champion has taught me that even though I don't have as much experience advocating for a global issue like malaria compared to those who are older and more accomplished, I'm still able to influence those around me. From my experiences as a champion advocating for Nothing But Nuts, I've discovered that despite my age and inexperience, I'm able to have a voice and make a difference, and can encourage my generation to do the same. Because of my work with Nothing But Nuts, I discovered a love for Washington, D.C. and all the energy that comes with it. I'm excited to say that I will be attending George Washington University here in DC this fall, and can't wait to continue working with Nothing But Nuts. Thank you.